Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we've been discussing all kinds of weird issues with regard to banking here in Thailand. Now apparently digital banking. I'm getting messages from people talking about all kinds of problems with digital banking. I got this in an email, quoting directly, "My bank digital online access plus the phone app has been suspended as of yesterday when I tried to log on to execute your transfer. It appears that it is all to do with requiring additional documentary information from AIS that my mobile number registered with my bank is actually in my name." You know, again, all of this stuff, we didn't have any of these problems 5 years ago. We didn't have any of this stuff prior to COVID, prior to the World Economic Forum, us hearing their name constantly, prior to any of this talk of the OECD, what is that? The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, which in my opinion is just a bunch of supranational, undue foreign influence on Thailand. And now it's seeping into the banks, and these banks are just doing stuff that is apropos of what? And based on what laws? Where's the due process to be able to mess with people's money in this fundamental a way? And I also ask the question, hey, if this keeps happening, isn't it going to have a negative impact? Isn't it going to possibly undermine people's confidence in wanting to bank in Thailand? Because, you know, if I'm a person that's a foreigner here especially and I want to live here, do I want to go to a bank that I think I need to worry about, you know, whether or not this bank is going to freeze my assets, whether or not this bank's digital platform is just going to shut down and make me unilaterally have to come in and provide a bunch of documentation apropos of nothing? You know, I mean, none of this was a problem. I don't understand. It's like we've moved forward. We've supposedly progressed. We've moved into the future where things are supposed to be more sophisticated. And now we're having like problems that you would hear about in the Soviet Union. That said, quoting further, "I had already done this previously when I got a new passport and registered it with both AIS and my bank with multiple signed copies. But today I had to do it all over again, and it has all gone to head office. I should be up and running by Friday at the latest." Again, days to take, you know, I thought this was supposed to add convenience. Again, this sounds like something out of the Soviet system. You know, while we're on it, I do get into deeper dives on this stuff and how it impacts expats in our paid news service. For those who are interested, Integrity News Service, you can email us media@integrity-legal.com to learn about the paid news service. While I'm talking about that, it's worth pointing out, I've also opened a restaurant with my better half here in downtown Bangkok, Pancake Palace, breakfast anytime, as the name implies, pancakes, as well as we've got American diner style food, including chili bowls. We've got cheeseburgers, hamburgers, we've got hot dogs, we've got Polish sausages, we've got buffalo wings, best in my mind in the city, and we've got pork chops. So for folks that are interested, check out Pancake Palace. Link is in the description below. That said, quoting further, "I did ask my bank what would I do if I was running a business and this happened with no warning to me to come into the branch and preemptively deal with it, to which of course they had no answer. Disgracefully poor customer relations." Yeah, I couldn't agree more. You know, I don't know what's going on with banking over here, but frankly, banks, you need to get your act together, because this is going to be a real problem. You know, I thought Thailand, this government especially, wanted digital nomads and wanted to bring in investment and wanted to bring in foreigners of high net worth and things. Well, they're not going to come if bringing in this OECD nonsense and World Economic Forum thinking is what comes in now, because that's what people are escaping. Thailand was an oasis from all of this, and now it's becoming what everybody was getting away from. This is bad policy. It's a bad idea. I hope this changes. That being said, we'll be keeping you updated on this channel as the situation evolves.